Your assignment is due in 1 week. If you're anything like me, you finally sit down to get work done, but before you know it, you're on TikTok. The scrolling for a couple minutes turns into hours, and now it's time to sleep. This cycle happens every day, leaving you with a feeling of stress and being unproductive. Let's not fall into that pattern again. Today, I'll explain to you the Pomodoro Technique and how to utilize it to beat procrastination and improve productivity. This is Brandon from the PA Strategy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Before I get into the Pomodoro Technique, we have to identify the problem. To understand it, I'll give an example. We have this assignment that takes 2 hours to complete. However, it's due next Friday. After receiving the assignment, you do either category A, you start dreading the task, stressing about it, and thus procrastinate around it. This is simply known as procrastination. Procrastination is the action of delaying or postponing something. And category B, where most of you fall into. This is where you start your work, however the work feels to expand. The 2-hour assignment ends up taking much longer, and you finish the day before it's due. And this is known as Parkinson's Law. The definition of Parkinson's Law is as follows. Work expands to fill the period of time available for its completion. As for that project due next Friday, you would work the entire week, and you would be stressed and have it on your mind the entire time, only to get that task ready the night before its due date, leaving you with a feeling of guilt and being unproductive. The problem isn't that we don't want to study, it's just that our subconscious feels no sense of urgency to be productive. In order to combat Parkinson's Law and procrastination, you have to work with the time you have rather than against it. This concept is known as the Pomodoro Technique. Using this method, you break your workday into 25-minute chunks, separated by 5-minute breaks. These intervals are referred to as Pomodoros. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. The idea behind the Pomodoro Technique is that the timer instills a sense of urgency. Rather than feeling like you have endless time in the workday to get things done, where you end up spending most of your time on distractions, you know that you have 25 minutes to make as much progress on a task as possible. Additionally, the forced breaks help cure that burnt out feeling most of us experience at the end of the day. One option is to divide one major task into Pomodoros, or you can handle those small tasks by trying to complete each individual one in one Pomodoro. What can you use the Pomodoro Technique on? You can use it on anything, from schoolwork, editing a video, studying, basically anything that requires productivity. The Pomodoro Technique is one of my favorite techniques to use to be productive. I hope you find it useful. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.